This is government, and I know what you're thinking. That is one big pile of shit. And you'd be right. It's mostly composed of 8,000-page bills and policies that no one ever reads. And even if they did, they wouldn't understand them. Massive overspending of your tax dollars, or maybe they'll get you through inflation or just print more money. And the world's most inefficient workflow. In a word, it's corruption. And it serves the needs of a select few rather than the mass public at large. Speaking of which, the general public stand on top of the schematic, and I'm not insinuating that the public is not aware of the corruption below, but we are highly occupied with the top portion of the shit pile, which is composed of controversial topics. And you can blame this on the media and some other corporations that are backing them, as well as well-intentioned content creators who can't help but notice when you cover a controversial topic, you're going to get the most clicks and views. These are controversial issues, and they divide us, generally speaking, into one of two categories, left and right. Two important things before we leave the top of the schematic. One is, there is no mass public opinion on the top portion of the shit pile. Mass public opinion is when 85 to 95% of the public feel the same way about an issue or set of issues. And secondly, there is a system in place that is robust and consistent at delivering these controversial topics to us on almost a minute-by-minute basis. And down below is the politicians, seen here throwing more shit onto the shit pile, adding more corruption into government. Can you think of a better way I could have shown the politicians' contribution to the pile? Leave it in the comments section down below. So, why are the politicians doing this? Maybe they're getting blackmailed, favors, they'll be voted in again. We're just going to call it money. They're being bribed to do this. And the people that are bribing them are what I would call influencers. And they range from lobbyists to billionaires to our own government agencies, all the way down to the deep state. Now, it doesn't matter who you think or what you think the influencers are. What's important about the bottom portion of the schematic is that there is definitely mass public opinion. In other words, most people, no matter what their political ideology, would agree that influencers give money to politicians to put forth more corrupt policies in order to benefit the influencers and not the general public at large. This schematic presents a very real problem, that if the public continue to be distracted and let the corruption grow unchecked, that it will grow so much that it will end up destroying everything, including our country. And that is the kindest way I can put that statement. However, it also presents the answer, which is found right up here. What they're doing works, but for the wrong reasons and with no mass public opinion. And that's why I propose that we put in place a robust and consistent vetting system of our politicians. And I call it the grill. The grill is a once-a-month, 3-hour-long interrogation of the politician while they run for office and while they're in office, and it is streamed live to the general public. No one person can do this, and the line of questioning is unlike any other interview of a politician you've seen before. We're talking about hundreds of political grills every single month, consistently, in order to break off this money supply and to destroy the corruption in our government. And once the corruption is downward trending or eliminated, I promise you we can all go right back to ripping each other's heads off. But until then, check out my other videos for the details, subscribe, comment, and more importantly, share, so that this project can get picked up by more influential and smarter people than myself. And remember, the grill is looking to harness the power of the one thing that all corrupt governments fear: mass public opinion. Thanks for watching.